Hi guys. Okay, welcome back and all those things. It is terribly warm here, but last night was the first night in, say, about a week that I slept properly. So hopefully I'll sound a little better on this video. I'm afraid that the little damage I had after a stroke 5 years ago affects my speech when I'm overtired, angry, stressed, or sick. But let's leave that there and move on because I just want to take a quick step back from Harold's book and address a few things royal. And when I say a few things, in my opinion, these things are rather serious. What Harold's book was successful in doing so far is to open a whole can of worms. Firstly, it brought out the allegations of assault on three females, which I have by now already discussed in a video. Is it true or is it not true? Well, I don't particularly know, but you are well aware of how I feel if it should come out that it is indeed true. But of course, that is not all the tongues are wagging about. There are Harold stories about the army, and Samantha Markle had spoken out on Sean Atwood's podcast. Every news outlet from GB News, Fox, BBC, Sky, Australia, every publication had something to say. Some journalists, authors, and experts have taken offense. Harold thought it was cool and okay to call Dan Wootton a sad little man, to call another journalist a festering pustule on the arse of humanity. Yet, at the same time, Harold and his wife are demanding apologies from others like Jeremy Clarkson. The hypocrisy is staggering. I feel like I'm hopping about swatting flies as the stories cram the media I follow regularly, and my inboxes overflow with questions and stories. So I had to breathe deeply, step back, and take stock. Now, I have empathy with the Markle family. I do. I got to know Tom Jr. a little bit via back and forth correspondence, not as Megan's brother, but just as a normal guy with his own ups and downs and struggles. Samantha, I know mostly from her interviews, and the same applies to Thomas Markle Sr. But at the end of the day, their issues with Megan are theirs, their family issues and struggles, and I can empathize and even take sides, but there is nothing I can do to make it better. And quite frankly, not much of that is actually our business. Yes, the things Mog have said, which is not true, indicate what a vindictive, nasty, narcissistic person Megan is. But that is it. We can report about it, but we can't do anything about it. What is, however, our business is the harm they are doing outside the sphere of family relationships. As some of you may know, a couple of months ago, there was a debacle going on outside my home. Two intoxicated women were in a cat fight, and the one pulled a knife, etc. While we were trying to get hold of the police, I was taking photographs as evidence for the police. Now, I'm involved in the ongoing court procedure, something I don't want or don't need. But what was I supposed to do? Leave them to it and go and get my hose pipe to wash away the blood afterwards and kick the corpse to the curb? The same applies to the Harry and Meghan saga. What are we supposed to do? Watch them destroy the monarchy in Britain while we make memes and laugh behind their backs? Destroying the monarchy will bring about a whole new form of governance in Britain, and thousands of job losses in Britain and other countries. Does Britain need that right now? No, of course not. Are we supposed to sit back and crack jokes about these two clowns while they are hurting international relations and trade relations between Britain and other countries? And then, as you know, I am a true crime fanatic. And how many times have we seen cases such as Summerwell's, Harmony Montgomery, and most recently, little Athena Brownfield, where the surrounding community knows that the parents are drunks, abusing drugs, or are involved in other criminal activity, but nothing is done. People even allow their own children to interact with these people because they are funny. And then the day comes and a child is hurt. Every neighbor in a 50-mile radius then has to have his or her 15 minutes of fame in a media interview, telling the world what horrible parents or what a prolific drunk or whatever one or both of the parents are. And I say, BS to this. Where were you? What did you do about it? And the very same applies to Meghan and Harry. I want to quote from Harry's book, part 81 of section or chapter 3, where he is talking about Tyler Perry's house. Late at night, with everyone asleep, I'd walk the house, checking the doors and windows. Then I'd sit on the balcony or the edge of the garden and roll a joint. So here Harry goes and verifies exactly what some of us had been saying all along about their drug use and drinking. Meghan, who is seldom without a glass of wine in the hand, their daily use of marijuana and other substances on the occasion. And now, in part 81, Harry is not talking about using as a youngster. No, no, no. He's already a married man and father. So it is okay for us to talk about Don and Candace Wells drinking and drugging and what should have been done to protect the children. But when it comes to Harry and Meghan, we should just shut up and laugh about it? No, no. Recently, in a video on my other channel, I called Athena Brownfield's father a deadbeat dad because he hasn't seen his little girls in a year and a half. However, I also called the grandmother who pretended to be upset a deadbeat for the same reason. So, taking that into consideration, what are we to do with regards to King Charles now? If he didn't know that his son is a drug user before, he certainly knows now. So, what is he going to do now? Turn a blind eye and allow for his grandchildren to grow up under those circumstances with a drug fueled father and a drinking narcissistic mother and pot smoking ex dealer grandmother? Is that what he is going to do? But at the end of the day, if one of those children get hurt, he will have a tear rolling down his rosy cheek. And you will all hate me for calling him a deadbeat grandpa, I guess. I said numerous times that it does not matter how those kids came into this world. They are now Mountbatten Windsors and in the care of the Harkles, who should not have children around unless or until they stop drinking, stop using, and get help for their mental issues and health. I also said that no one, including the king, can force Harry into, say, a rehab, not until he is caught with illegal substances or he poses a danger to himself or others. But now, here you have it. Those children are not adults. They are minors and should not be exposed to such behavior and potential danger. It is the duty of family, the community, and authorities to protect them because a 3 and 1.5 year old, they cannot protect themselves. Okay, my dears, so that is my rant for now. It's something I needed to get off my chest because that is where my heart lies with children and with animals. So I apologize if I stepped on a few toes, but this is my opinion and my channel. Okay, guys, I'll get back to the book. I'm going to step it up on the book a bit and skip a few pieces and talk about the things which really upsets me or which really stood out to me. But I'll do so tomorrow. So until we meet again on the next video, please take good care of yourselves and each other. Bye.